So we have to identify this equation as either being conditional, contradiction, or an identity. Recall that conditional means that it's just kind of like a regular equation that you've seen for a while. It has one solution, a number answer, like you'll get to the end, x equals -2. A contradiction means that we have no solutions. We can plug in no number for x that would work. That happens when you eliminate the variable and you get an untrue statement, such as 4 equals 7 at the end. Obviously not true, that would be a contradiction. Lastly, an identity is similar to a contradiction in that you eliminate all the variables. However, you get a true statement, such as 7 equals 7 at the very end. That means that all real numbers will work. So in order to make this work, we just have to simplify it or solve it. So we're going to use the distributive property with this 4 here, and we're going to distribute the 4 to each one of these guys inside the parentheses. 4 times 3 gives us a 12. 4 times that minus 5x or negative 5x gives us a minus 20x plus 1. That's not part of the distribution process because it's not in the parentheses. On the right hand side, the way that we can simplify, because there's no parentheses, is simply combining like terms. The like terms have the same variable. Negative 4x and negative 16x combine to a negative 20x. You're combining negatives, you get more negative. And then that minus 8 does not change. On the left hand side, we can combine like terms. The integers over here are a positive 12 and a positive 1. Please note, a common error students will make is they see this 12 here, they see the negative after it, they think that negative has to do with the 12. It does not. That 12 is positive. It has a plus sign out in front, we just don't see it. So we're really adding the positive 12 and the positive 1. So we combine those. And now we really start what you call, solving the equation. All we've done so far is combine like terms and use the distributive property. Okay, I'm going to draw my balance line here. As you can see, we have the exact same variable on both sides of the equal sign. That means we're either going to have a contradiction, giving us a false statement, or an identity, giving us a true statement. What happens is if we wanted to eliminate the variable, we'd add 20x to both sides. Well, that would just eliminate it on both sides, so goodbye. We're left with a 13 on the left and a negative 8 on the right. Clearly this is false. They're not the same number. Therefore, we have a contradiction on our hands. This is not true. That means that no number works for x. We say that this has no real solution. And the way that we want to write this in the math world is you can write it as the empty set. Literally nothing works for it, so we just don't put anything in it. Or you can write that as the empty set, no solution.